Yay! Hello, everyone. We were just asking each other if we had chocolate on our face or in our teeth because we've just been sitting here chatting and having chocolate. But I think we're done now, so cheers. Welcome. This is the gorgeous Michelle Turvey, who is one of the owners of Gnocked Up, a handmade, I like to say artisanal, because it's amazing, handmade gnocchi company here in Newcastle, Australia. And I'm stoked to be interviewing Michelle because, well, I know her for starters. We know each other through yoga. And then it was early in the pandemic, wasn't it? 2020-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in 2020, Michelle suddenly is so she was a bookkeeper by trade, and I kind of knew that about her. So already self-employed. But then in 2020, Michelle had opened up this gnocchi business. I'm in the middle of a pandemic, you start a passion project, and now it's 2022 and we're filming this at the moment, and you guys are going great guns and selling out most weekends. And then I had and so I was really inspired and impressed by the fact that you started this business that was clearly passion fueled. You don't start doing handmade gnocchi unless you really love it or good at it.
Yeah.
And in the middle of a pandemic, and sort of hadn't let anything stop that. And then I tasted the gnocchi, and it's off its head so good, ridiculously good. So, and now I know why it's going gangbusters. But also yourself and your business partner, is it Fee?
Fee, yes.
Yeah. So, there must be amazing business women as well, and entrepreneurs. But so I wanted to interview Mish and hear what it was like to start a passion-based business in the middle of a pandemic. So thanks for joining me, lovely.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So do you want to just tell us about Gnocked Up? What do you guys have? What is your business? I use the word artisanal and handmade, but how do you guys describe it?
Well, it's handmade gnocchi. Just feeding Newcastle and surrounding areas and whoever wants to buy our product. But,
yeah, nice.
But yeah, it's just we do retail packs of where people can take home and make the gnocchi at home themselves. And then we also have an option at the markets where you can buy a bowl to eat. They're fresh at the market. So
awesome. And just while we're on the topic, can you just tell people where they can find you? What's your regular places, and what are some other pop-up things that happen?
So we're at the Newcastle City Farmers Markets every Sunday. So that's from 7 till 1 p.m. We're also at the Lake Macquarie Farmers Markets in Spears Point Park. From 7 to 1 as well.
And are they Sunday? Both
no,
Sunday?
They're Saturday. So they're the second and the third. The second and the fourth Sunday of the Saturday of the month. Yep. And then we do we're doing events and festivals as well. So
cool. So this weekend?
This weekend we've got the Maitland Taste Festival.
Yeah.
So that'll just be doing our gnocchi bowls where people just
you buy and eat there.
Oh, and we do other events around. So whatever other events require, some a food stall or something like that. So
you keep your business pretty flexible about and open about where you want to go and sell and be and
that's right. So we've done a few events around Newcastle and then out in Maitland and things like that. So
unreal, cool. I love it. I know this sounds like an infomercial, but I legit it is, the product is so good that I'm people need to know about this, and Michelle's such a bright soul. This fascination that I have is because I used to work in jobs that I was going to say didn't inspire me, but that's dumbing it down a little bit. I used to sort of feel like I had to put someone else's, skin on to go to work kind of thing. And I stayed there longer than I should have, obviously, that sort of thing. And so I'm always fascinated and want to hear the story of people that just go and do the thing. They don't second guess it. They just go, bang, I've just got this feeling, and I call it, following your mojo, getting in touch with whatever the hell inspires you, or your instinct that goes, I just want to do that, and actually act on it and go and do it. So can you take us through, like, how did it come about? Because you were a bookkeeper before. I mean, you still are a bookkeeper.
Yeah,
hey?
I still do bookkeeping. So, I do that a couple of days a week and then do Gnocked Up for the rest.
Yeah.
I guess it was all timing really for both Fee and I.
Okay.
For the business, but I met Fee when I first came to Newcastle 4 years ago, and I don't know, we did share a passion for food and cooking and things like that, and we also spoke about maybe one day or starting a business together.
Okay, cool.
So that was kind of always in the background, of our relationship. And then I guess, in 2020, when COVID hit and that sort of stuff, I had another job as well, which I kind of, I stopped working at when we went into lockdown and that, and then, and Fee's sort of died down a little bit as well. So yeah, we just got together and it was Italian themed, dinner party.
Nice.
A dinner party of 3 people, our bubble people.
Gotcha.
During COVID and stuff.
Yeah, so dinner party at home. It's Italian theme. Okay.
Italian theme. So we went all out, and it was just so we were just trying to brainstorm a few ideas then, and we got out of that night some lovely wine and fresh homemade pasta and limoncello and all that sort of stuff.
Did you make the limoncello as well?
No.
Yeah, got that.
And then, and then that's how we thought, let's give homemade gnocchi a try for a business. So, and then it just, we just.
So tell me, so that part, I reckon almost everyone can relate to that. Well, not being able to make handmade pasta and gnocchi like you guys do, but necessarily, but. And, having a dinner party, like you're fueled with your friends and the food and the wine and the inspiration, that sort of thing. So tell me about the next step. Like most of us then wake up the next morning and go, that was a great night. That was a great night. I'll just go about my day kind of thing. So tell me that, like,
I guess.
Do you remember?
Yeah, well, we would, I guess.
No, sorry. I didn't mean that. I just meant you might be like, no, and the rest is history. I don't even remember who brought it up next.
No, we were committed.
Not where you slaughtered drunk.
We were definitely committed. I think that was the night where we were like, let's definitely do it. And we were committed. And then from then it kind of, we just ran with it. So we had a few met up a few times. We did a bit of a plan. We did a bit of we worked through what we needed to start up the business, how it was going to look, what we were we practiced recipes. We just started from then. It was just like, okay, great, we'll come up with a business name. Okay, we'll register that. We'll do this, and it just trickled on from there. And we just kept running with it, and then it sort of we kind of got legs, and it just kept going, and so
I love it.
That.
That's awesome. And in coaching terms, that is, or just coaching ourselves even. You took massive action on that night when the idea came up and you had the fuel going and you were in this great state, which is basically an emotional state, like you're feeling great.
Yeah.
You made the decision to go, bang, let's do it, rather than, nice idea, let's think about it, When you're in that state of like inspiration, see, I'm like telling you something you've already done, but this is how I kind of translate it to if I'm coaching someone. Is when we're in that state of inspiration, rather than let the brain kick in with all of the buts, or the frontal brain, which is the reasoning brain. We love it, but sometimes it can get in the way because it's quite full of fear.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, which I know you will have gone through, so we'll talk about that in a minute. But in that inspired moment, one way to sort of commit to something, I mean, trust it, start trusting it. Like the more that we just start trusting our instincts and stuff is going to be better. But then take some action that you can't, it would be hard to back out of kind of thing. So you and your friend, it sounds like, basically made a pact, like made the full-on decision to do it. So you made each other accountable.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
so that's something you can do. Like if you have like an idea on your own and you've got that that feeling, you're in the state, you're in the right state, the inspirational state, which just attracts cool stuff. Like if you're not like Michelle, where you're going to have this business partner, call a friend and go, I'm going to do this. Can you make sure I don't back out of it? That's one thing you can do that like is take massive action.
Yeah,
and you guys did this just instinctively. This is great. I love it.
We did have a few, you know, hiccups sort of in that first 6 months. We were kind
For
of,
sure,
you know, we were umming and ahhing, and you know, there were points where we were like, oh, should we do it? Like, do we, you know, can we do it? That sort of thing. And
can you give us an example of like when there would have been a time when you had to overcome something, either a bit of a block came up, whether it was internal or whether it was starting a food business? Not that easy, I know.
No, exactly. Yeah. So there was a time sort of early on where we did actually go, nah, let's come up with a different product, because we just thought as well, we were thinking, maybe a different product, because it's quite labour intensive making gnocchi and time consuming, and just the whole, you know, just trying to work out the processes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And practicing, you know, recipes at home is totally different to, you know, doing it
mass production.
Yeah. So, you know,
even if it is handmade mass production.
And we want to keep it, you know, we do still do it like everything's handmade. So we want to keep it that way. So it's just, of course we came up to, you know, a few roadblocks where we were just like, I don't know. So we did have a little bit of a, you know, we did that, and then we had a bit of a break, and we were like, and then tried to think of maybe another product that we could do, or this and that. We like couldn't think of anything else, so we're like, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. And then and then we thought, let's just do gnocchi. So then we just ran with that again. So
great. How cool is that?
There was definitely a moment in those first few months where we just went, let's not do it. But then I guess trying to figure out what else to do. And we both really, like both Fee and I really wanted to get into, like, have our own business.
Yeah.
And we were passionate about that. And I think that's what drove us, like what kept us going in the end, is like just that passion to have a business.
Great.
And to do something for ourselves. And then, so then we decided that gnocchi was the way to go.
Fantastic. So, I love it. Yeah, so you got to have that passion to keep it going too. Hey, like it's because if it was a business about, you know, I don't know, selling pens, I just have a pen here. Like, you know, I just, you know, it's much more, it's not impossible, of course, but I think it would be harder to keep going. But the fact that you were passionate about food, about Italian food, and about handmade Italian food, you know, that's got to be kind of what keeps you going on the difficult days. Cause,
definitely.
Or on the days when you're, I know from, you know, business days when you're shelling out much more money than is coming in, and you're going, really, and let alone time, like you said, labour intensive, being at markets, that sort of stuff.
Definitely.
So it must be that. Do you find yourself in the early days, probably perhaps more so than now, do you find yourselves bouncing off each other? Like when one has a bit of a low moment, does the other one go, it's okay, we got this? Or are you both sort of in similar ways?
A bit of both actually. Like, we do help each other, you know, through the sort of tough day, like, you know, the tough day, you know, we're at the kitchen together.
The exhausted days.
The exhausting days, that's right. Like, and we've got a big weekend this weekend, so we'll probably, you know, we'll be helping each other through this weekend, just with the amount of hours that we have to do with the festival and the preps in the kitchen and that sort of thing. So we kind of we're a really good team. Like now we've got a really good team, and we work well together, and so we sort of inspire each other, and we help each other, and we support each other, and it's really good.
Cool.
And that's important, I think, like especially going into you know, a business with your friend.
Yes, good point. Yes,
you know, it's really important to keep that kind of that dynamics, and we've had, you know, ups and downs and stuff through that, but at the like now, and we've just come out stronger, and I think it's made our business stronger, and that
found your groove.
Found that groove, for
cool.
sure.
And do you guys, have you done the kind of division of labor where you go, okay, well, I really love doing this part, and Fee said, I really love doing this part, and they're complementary, or do you guys kind of just share all of the tasks?
We share. We do what we like to do, what we each like to do, but yeah, we pretty much have like a whole list of tasks, and we have split that up, and we sort of take which ones we prefer.
But so again, good sign of a good business too is like stick to what you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, and deliberate. I was going to say you'll have strengths in, but no, enjoy actually is kind of critical. I think, rather than, because otherwise, again, you sort of lose the drive, the passion, that sort of thing. So it's that whole, like, Elon Musk, I'm pretty sure, doesn't do the books for Tesla.
No.
I don't think that's where his strength lies. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or the bits that he enjoys. Yeah. But he's going to want someone who is an amazing bookkeeper or who loves the numbers, that sort of thing. It's like, it's really critical, is from everything I've learnt and read and learnt from coaches myself and that sort of stuff. So I think that's another reason why you guys are successful then.
Yeah. Well, and it's good delegating those things that you don't know how to do, or you don't have, or you don't have the expertise to do as well. Like it's nice to, but I think with Fee and I, we do have a good balance of like like an all-rounder kind of business. Like I do the accounts and the bookkeeping and the payroll and stuff, and Fee's just a absolute brilliant.
She's like operational stuff.
Does all the the cooking and it's just it works.
Yeah. Awesome. But because I think that's a really common downfall of small business too, is when the owners try and do everything. So exactly like you said, the fact that you guys are you can share between yourselves, but also that you just accepted to be able to outsource stuff that's like, no, that's not my bag if we need to. Because it's critical that the owners don't try and do everything. It will literally break you. We're not completely at that, we're not at that point yet where we can actually employ lots of people to do all these things for us, because we're just a small business, so we do pretty much everything ourselves. We do have we are working towards that, where we can probably delegate things off that are taking us time, and frees up will free up our time to create more create more gnocchi or flavors and things like that. So. Even just the fact that there are two of you, rather than like if for people who are doing the solo business thing, it's like be really ready to hand something over soon. But yes, talk to me about like the flavors you guys have, like the creativity is so cool. So I used to be a co-owner of an Italian restaurant, and it was handmade food as well. So handmade pasta was usually that.
So you would know.
So I know what it's like to run a food business, and like you said, labor intensive and that stuff. And so when I had this gnocchi, I was just like, oh my God, that's and it used to be amazing at the restaurant that I owned, and yours is amazing. And the flavors though. Give us some examples of the flavors.
Okay, so we've got...
at the moment, because you change them, don't you?
Yeah, we do change them. We sort of we change them sort of, each season and stuff, and we try and come up with new ones. So, the newer ones we've got at the moment are olive and lemon. We've got a caramelized onion as well. That's new. But then we've also got beetroot, we've got spiced cauliflower, garlic and truffle.
Oh God!
Pumpkin and ricotta, and spinach and ricotta, the classic potato. That's just a few. We've got about 15 different flavours now. So
wow.
Yeah, and it was funny because I was thinking about this the other day. And I was thinking, we started with classic. I think our first market, I think we had maybe 3 flavours. We started with like a classic potato and a vegan like a vegan potato one. Yeah.
Oh, have you got a vegan one too?
And then we do vegan and gluten free.
Awesome.
So we started with about 3. I think we had the pumpkin and maybe the spinach on like the first week, and now we've got like 15 or so.
Wow.
Maybe more. We're trying to set a record, I think.
Yeah, you are. And I mean, honestly, just really good gnocchi is so wonderful and actually really hard to do. So it's so magic. Like even if you guys were just straight up potato gnocchi, I think it would go well, but it just makes it so much more exciting that you've got all these different flavours that we can try.
Okay.
I think when I had it the first time was, I think I had classic potato, and was there a spinach and ricotta one?
Yep.
Yeah, that was amazing. So I just whacked them all in together and just kept it super simple.
Yep.
Must have just been, I think I just did, I might have even done the old butter and sage leaves, like burnt butter and sage. I think I might have done that.
That's the best. Well, that's good with the spinach and ricotta, definitely.
Yeah,
just a buttery.
And then of course, like, fresh parmesan, like if you're not having the vegan ones.
Yeah.
But they were to die for. Like, and you just so good.
Oh no, that's good. Thanks.
Yeah. But so I get really excited when I see. Again, I think that's like how wonderful. I think it's great for the business that new things like new offerings for your customers all the time. Like, we can't help ourselves. Hey, like us humans. We love new things. We love new. I'm definitely a shiny object syndrome person.
Yeah.
And I think most humans really actually are. Like,
so
the fact that, so it's great for business. And I know that's not even probably why you did it, but it's great for business that you've got all these different flavours and colours. They're so visual now.
Yeah. Okay.
But it must be great for your guys' creativity as well to stay interested in your product. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, we need it because we make a lot of gnocchi in one day in the kitchen on Friday. So we love trying new flavours. We just we love experimenting, and so on our not so busy Fridays, if we've just got the one market weekend, it's like okay, well, let's try and come up with some ideas and sort of trial a few flavours. So it definitely keeps it interesting for us. So
I'll bet, especially if you're doing it on the Friday, like that's testing on the go, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You guys are testing and then you go bang, let's make a batch of that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. That's super cool. So I know I'm like painting a very rosy picture here because I'm so excited about your product, but I also know that when you're doing so hands-on small business, and you've said you're passionate about small businesses, how do you prevent overwhelm? Like, how do you stay in touch with your actual, Mojo, Michelle, feet on the ground? Like, what keeps you in the zone when things might get a bit, the really exhausting weeks or the overwhelm of just having a bit too much to do maybe, or...
Yeah, I guess like I try and keep a good balance. Like I do yoga. I do your yoga.
Yeah, that's how we met. Yeah.
Yes. So I do yoga. I practice yoga weekly. Sometimes twice a week. From home and in the studio.
And we're both doing a Kundalini yoga course at the moment with Lucinda. If you're watching Lucinda.
Which is great. And I think just making sure I've got time to do that. I do that. I have sort of my routine where I just make sure I put time aside for those sorts of things.
Love that. Actually, I love that you said like you have the routine of it.
Yeah.
So it's like that has to stay in the diary as a priority. Like that's not negotiable. Like again, people get in trouble with businesses if they go, oh, that's not that important. It can go. It's like, no, that is actually number one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
good for you.
Yeah, and I go for swims, ocean swims. Like I love it, and that kind of just energizes me, and and just kind of.
Well, it's connection to nature too, isn't it? Like any connection to nature, I think. I mean, and if like we're lucky enough to live by the ocean, that's amazing. But I think anything where you just get close to nature, hey, that's right. Literal grounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just walking and being, out in the bush or something, and that, and I think it's good. It clears the head and kind of, brings in new ideas as well. Like, if you step away from, work and busyness, and
so good.
Yes.
And so, do you guys? You might not, but do you guys have plans for where you want to take it, or are you just in the zone now and just enjoying it?
No, we've definitely got plans. We've been
any you want to share publicly?
Yeah, well, we're looking for our own kitchen at the moment, so we're just renting 1 day a week at the moment, or sometimes two when
whatever you need.
What we've got. So we're looking for our own kitchen.
Cool, like full-time kitchen space.
Yes, yep. Anyone?
Anyone? A full-time kitchen space, commercial
full-time.
Kitchen here in Newcastle or surrounds, or
in Newcastle would be ideal, but yeah, I guess it just depends. Like, yeah,
what comes up. Yeah.
But yeah, and then from there we'll just be able to grow our business, and we want to sort of grow into maybe wholesale and, you know, supplying sort of cafes and restaurants, like, and looking at promoting, you know, our business or, you know, getting out into into that and expanding that way. And then I don't know, the possibility of doing cooking classes or pop-up, you know, just pop-up dinners or lunch trade or something like that. I don't know. We've got a few ideas, and it really at the moment, I guess it's all dependent on sort of the space that we get and where it's located and things like that. So I think we're just we're just seeing what happens, what's going to come to us. So basically we're proactively looking, but it gets, you know, we're open to many different ideas, and you know, it all just depends on.
I love it. It's another, like, you know, again, coaching kind of thing is like you said, you're actively looking, so you're like taking steps, like actually taking steps and letting the universe know that you want to something a bit new, and you're putting it out there a little bit bigger, something you can actually have as your own. But then you're also open to surprises from the universe, like you said, whatever comes to us as well. Because I think sometimes when we try and control it too much, when there's this massive plan that's step by step, we're missing out on whatever beautiful surprises the universe just goes, whack, here you go. I bet you weren't expecting that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the quantum field or whatever you want to call it. I'm studying Joe Dispenza at the moment, so it's all about the quantum field. But call it whatever you like, universe, God, whatever. But yeah, it's such a critical step is to, and I'm, again, you know, right into this at the moment, that actually leaving space for the unknown. And being able to sit with any discomfort of the unknown. I mean, but obviously you guys are so busy, you're probably not uncomfortable with it. You're like, and you're a yogi as well, so you're tapped into the force. You've but it's just that perfect combo. It's like, this is what I'd like, but then you're not obsessing about it. You're getting on with your day.
Yeah, that's
right. You put it out there. This is what I'd like, and Joe Dispenza sort of says, like, if you can picture it perfectly, then it's not new. It's from something you already know. So it's not going to be growth necessarily for you. You want to put it out there in terms of, you know, sometimes I say, you know, like in yoga, sometimes I say, like, you know, how do you want to feel?
Yes.
You know, when people kind of go, oh, I want to be really wealthy or something. And I think most people who are in this kind of sphere now get this concept, but it's like, why do you want that? Because how does it make you feel? Most people say freedom. It's like, cool, just tell the universe you want to feel free, or secure, or whatever it is, or, you know, expanded or excited by your business or possibilities, and then sit back and just go, got any ideas for us? I love, like, you just have this great attitude there.
Yeah, well, I think, you know, it's good to have a bit of a plan and ideas and things like that, but then not be so, like, rigid with it that it, you know, it doesn't allow opportunity, you know,
totally,
things like that.
Totally. So, we need both. We definitely need both. Exactly, like you said, bit of a plan, bit of an idea, because the world is your oyster, right? You could choose anything, so you want to narrow that down to, here's a bit of a plan, here's a bit of what we want, and then open to ideas. That's exciting.
So
I love those. I love the concept of like behind the scenes kind of dinners in, you know, kitchens. Like you said, it depends on the kitchen space, but you know, where you sort of, maybe it's a cooking class and then it turns into you eat your product, obviously, that you've just made, and you have wine and, you know, light a few candles, that kind of thing. I think these days, like, you know, lots of people, like, we hence we're doing this live, and I hesitate when I'm talking, but you know, you know, we're done with over planned stuff, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? We just so I love that idea of doing, like, cooking classes or pop-up dinners, or and, you know, if it's in the kitchen that you guys get, then maybe even better. I don't know.
And that would be ideal. That would be perfect for us. We would love that. So I'll just see what'll come up, I think, at the moment. So
unreal. That's so exciting. Awesome. Cool. So you can get Michelle and Fee's gnocchi. They're from Gnocked Up here in Newcastle. So this weekend you're in at Maitland Taste Festival, is that right?
Yeah, Friday night and Saturday and Saturday night. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. Yep. And if you're watching this later, they'll be at the Newcastle City Markets or the Lake Macquarie Markets on the weekends. And like, I'm not exaggerating because I know, because I got there late. Don't get there late. They sell out. Like, they literally sell out. I'm not kidding. So that's actually why I had like the original potato and the spinach one, I think, because that was all that was left. Like,
okay.
You know,
Yes.
so it was like we just grabbed whatever you had left.
Yeah.
And you even have a dessert gnocchi, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, we do actually. Yeah, lemon and ricotta.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so hungry now.
So that was Fee's invention. Creation, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came up with that, and it's absolutely delicious. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I got to try that one. That's unreal.
Yes, definitely recommend that. So
cool. Thank you so much for the inspiration and the food. It's ridiculous. So if anyone's got a commercial kitchen site that you know of too,
that'd be really
get
good.
in touch with Gnocked Up. Yeah. Otherwise, oh my God, I can't. Now, because I was thinking about this interview, I've been looking at your site and everything, and I've just been salivating the whole time. So good. All right. Thanks,
Good.
lovely.
All right,
cool.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye,
See ya.
everyone.
Bye.